Hey everybody, hello. I'm gonna try to make this bigger because I cannot see ourselves. Oh, let's see. I don't know why. There we go. We're here. Oh, expand. Okay. There you go. So it's, I don't know if y'all can see. Okay. So it's me and Miss Jessica. If she comes in, we are outside, as you can tell, just because we want to make sure that we had enough room. So this is something new that we're going to be doing. I'm going to try to go through all 4 exams. And yes, I know it's 6:30 at night, but y'all know me, I'm up late at night, and yes, I go to work tomorrow. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can today. If for some reason it ends up going late, I will try again tomorrow. But for right now, we're going to start on the SD pre-exam, and so, no, I'm sorry, the SD exam. So I'm going to be moving this way. Yeah. So we're going to try to set up, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm going to try to see if I can move where y'all can see a little bit better, because she's going to be doing it right in here since we don't have a true what light? The outside light? Okay, give me just a second. Don't go away. Let's see. Did it make no difference? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, I don't know. This is the SD kit. Maybe something is too bright.
Yes, it's too bright.
Yeah. Turn it. There you go. Woo! I see. Yeah, I see dots. Okay, so as you can see, this is the way the SDs should take their kit. This is what I sell. So I sell the kit right in here. It's already pre-labeled. Everything that you need is in here. The only thing you need to bring is, of course, your own mannequin. Another thing I would suggest, if you don't have the half-body mannequin, just bring a regular shoebox, the plastic shoebox, so that way you can have her in there. So as you're working on her, you are able to utilize this, and you don't have to worry about it moving anywhere. I'll be going over the PSI as well with Jessica, so that way, or Miss Jessica, so that way y'all can see. I'm going to also be on my phone in case there's any questions that you might have. And I'll try to answer them. If I don't answer them, I'm sorry, but then I'll go back through and look at it, and that way we can get something going. Let's see if we can figure this out. It stayed? Okay. Maybe we can.
Like that?
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it looks a little dark.
Can I move it that way?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we're trying to adjust here. We want to make sure that y'all get to see everything. Maybe even the light. I might even change this light somewhere where I don't think this will make a difference, but oh, right there, Jessica. Oh, it was looking. You know what? I put this one down, and it actually. But I don't know. No, it doesn't want to stay.
I had it right.
Oh. Here, let me bring it back up so you can see. Sorry for the little technical here.
No, it's not gonna say anymore.
Okay. Let's see. We'll figure it out.
dampen it.
So while she's working on that, like I said, put it in a shoebox. So these are the one things that we don't provide. Everything else is in here. It runs $100. It also includes all of the creams, the lotions, anything that you need for the test. Yeah, that'll be good. And so I'm probably going to have her on the other side. You want to be on the other side? On that side, so that way they can see as you're working on it, or do you want to stay on this side? So it's up to you. Which way do you want?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. Let's see. You want to go on that side?
See it on her.
She doesn't see it in her end. Let me see. I have it live. I have 4 viewers. Comment. We have one comment. It says, "Hi guys." Hey, Kimberly. Hola. So yeah, I mean, it's there.
Okay.
So. Alrighty, if you know anybody, please tag them if they need some help. Oh, somebody just, let me see. Let me check on my phone. I'll be going back and forth. Okay, what was the name of the person? Is that it?
No, her name is Emily.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, please, you know, try to come on while we're working on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. You want to come on this side, back here? And we're going to start from the beginning. So, like I said, this isn't, you know, first of all, I'm not affiliated with PSI or with TDLR. What this is basically, you know, I get back with my students, see how they've done. I go back in their test scores, and if they're doing good, then I'm like, okay, what did you do? Did you do exactly what we said? And I'm not saying what I taught, what I teach is right or what's wrong. I'm not here to replace any instructors, because this is what they do on a daily basis. What I do is actually go in there and I tutor people who have a hard time passing. So I'm just a tool. So I want you to know that. I'm not here, again, to replace anybody. But if you do want me to teach online for you, for school, look for me, because I could do that. Just FYI. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the test for the Esthetician, Texas Esthetician. I'm going to put my cheaters on. And I will be using the PSI just in case there's any questions that anybody has. You know, so please feel free to ask any questions as we're going along. Miss Jessica might be asking questions as well, just because I have taught esthetician when it comes up to the state board part, and I want to make sure that that if she has any questions, I can answer them for her. I have all of them here. I thought you had taken it out. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I have all the tests. I have all 4 of them here. So, all right. So here we go. You're a Texas Esthetician. Written, of course. If you take your written, you have 105 minutes. That one has 75 questions. Your practical is an hour and 55 minutes. You have a total of 87 points. The passing rate for the entire practical is a 70. This means 61 points out of 87. Hey, how are you doing? So we want to make sure that you understand that, at least this is how I understand. Now, I might be wrong, but on the PSI, when it talks about The safety criteria, to me, the way I look at it, those are ones that you've already earned. What you want to do is you want to keep them. When it comes up to the procedure criteria, they're points that you need to earn as well. It's not that they're already there, you want to earn them. So the first one is going to be your pre-exam setup and disinfection. In this particular one, once she gets ready to set up, Miss Jessica is actually going to show you how to set up. So, of course, the bag, you will have your, let me show you first before. You're going to have a paper towel that's going to come with it. And what I have learned from one of the other instructors, which I want to thank her, I didn't even think about doing this, but, you know, she was like, have the first one here, so that way, you know, you don't have to worry about ripping it of there. You also get a first aid kit, just in case. I don't know if you can see it. First aid kit, just in case something happens. Your EPA. Now, of course, these are empty because I don't want to put them in there and then for, you know, it to be ugly by the time you get it. You will have a trash bag, and she'll open this up. And once it's open up, you'll have your little liner in here. It will be labeled trash, so that way it'll be underneath. And now, okay, this is different. Now, instead of using the regular hand sanitizer, I do use the spray one. So, I've been, as these are coming, I am exchanging them, just so you'll know. So, this is one that I already have, so. And you can see the labels, the label for the trash, they will be already on here. So so you don't have to worry about going back and putting it in here. We'll already have it in here. So the first thing that she's going to do is she's going to go ahead and set up, and she's going to mock. She's not going to actually spray everything. She's going to mock as we go, and it's just due to time because we are in a limited amount of time. And plus it's cold, and Jessica's nice and warm, and I am in shorts. So, you know, because Texas weather, you never know what it's going to be like. So, here we go. And that, like I said, she might be asking me questions in between. I like to do my videos more of a Q&A, and it's just so that way because you never know who's going to be asking anything. All right. So when you first get there, you know, they're at the PSI, they're going to assign you a number. They're going to say, okay, you're going to be over here. Now, before COVID, they used to have a table because you used to be able to take a mannequin. So what they did is they would actually have, you know, your model would be laying down, and then, you know, they would assign the bed to you. And they will, you know, say 1, 2, 3, 4. And so one of the criteria was, of course, to clean the bed, you know, and then your little chair. But now, now that with COVID, I don't know where they're setting y'all up. I don't know if they're doing it on the station or if they're actually doing it like on the manicure table. So if any of y'all have already gone to state during COVID, please let us know so that way I can pass on the information to anybody else that is going. I'm just going to kind of think that it is on the station. Again, I don't know, haven't gone. You know, the last time I went with a student was before I taught Esthetician, and so I was able to see it because I was a model. So, all right, so let's go ahead and go. Let's start this. The first thing is you're going to be doing the pre-exam setup, disinfection. You have 10 minutes. With the 10 minutes to unpack your general supplies, prepare your work area. You will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining. So there will be a clock up there. You have the choice to wear a watch if you want, but I usually tell people don't wear any heavy jewelry. I know some of y'all like the James Avery, which is fine, but don't put it. Use a watch. If not, and another thing, you got to be careful. Make sure that it is not on getting messages or anything like that, because it's just like a telephone. So
They have a clock there.
yeah, they have a clock there. Probably not even take your watch, you know, like an Apple Watch or anything. Try to eliminate anything that'll cause you for them to say you need to leave. Okay. What is this for? The esthetician? Yes, ma'am. It is for the esthetician, just so you'll know. Okay. So, the 4 items that you can earn, or 4 items that you already have, and they'll deduct them, is disinfect your work surface, properly dispose of the waste materials, kit remain sanitary, and avoid cross-contamination. So, we're going to pretend that Jessica just walked in, so she's not technically using this, and she is going to mock on what she needs to do. So, we're, I'm not going to time her because, you know, like I said, I want to go slowly, but just so that way y'all can see. So the first thing she's going to do is she's going to disinfect the area. Every time that you pull out something out of your kit, make sure you close that lid. There's going to be a different trash can. So, you know, if they let you use the station, I'm pretty sure you can put everything in the station. But if you're using the nail station, you won't be able to put anything under there. So you would keep everything in the kit. So you can see everything is in there. It's already labeled. So she's going to disinfect. Don't touch the table. What's the first thing she's going to do? Let's see if y'all can answer. I'm going to put on my phone so that way. Exactly. Oh, no. What were you supposed to do first?
Sanitize my hand?
Yeah, did you?
No.
Why? She's going to do that over again. So, and this is the whole purpose of, you know, doing this, so that way. So,
question, because this is one thing I get from the students all the time. So the question is, do I sanitize my hand before and then EPA? Or do I EPA first and then sanitize my hands?
You sanitize your hands first. So I'm going to show you real quick because I see that you have this open and you have this underneath. So when you get it, it's actually going to be this paper. Here, put that in there. The paper is going to be in there. So the way it needs to be done. Okay, so this will be closed, right? So they announce everything that's going to be going on. You're going to open it. You're going to get your sanitizer. You need to reclose everything. Put it underneath. Sanitize your hands. Come back. Reopen. Once you reopen, you're going to get your EPA. Get your towel. Reclose it again. You're going to spray. You're going to wipe. Okay, so this is dirty. My advice that I've been telling people, because your trash can isn't up yet, go throw this in the trash can. Okay, once you throw it in the trash can, you're going to reopen this, because now it's in the trash can. We're going to pretend it's in the trash can. You're going to go back, close this up again. You've already got this clean now, right? So now you sanitize your hands again. Now you're going to take everything out.
I thought this is what I was here for. Sorry. Can you check your thing?
Oh,
What student's trying to get?
Okay.
Hey. Alright, let's try this one more time with me doing it. Okay? So I'm going to open the bag. Close the bag. Okay. Open, sanitize my hand. Then, get my EPA. Get the first one in here. Close the bag. Open it up. Fold it.
Okay, your bag is still open.
Ma'am, it's technically closed.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
It's technically closed. Clean. Go throw it in the trash. Right? Open this up. Sanitize my hands. And now I can go ahead and place this here. Now I'm going to place it right here so you can kind of see. Usually it'll be back here. Now you can lay this down. Open this up. Take my first kit out. Place it here. Now, why do we have labels? They trash.
Because the labels are gonna go on this.
They're not taped on?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Because once a student buys it, then they will be taped on.
Okay.
So it will be labeled. So she's gonna open that. Be careful when you open that because I don't want you popping yourself in the face. Yeah, that's why. But this will already, your trash will already be in there. So before you get ready to go to State Board, I am going to make sure, I see myself, I am going to make sure that everything is in there. Why don't you put it down here, Jessica? A little bit.
Show them.
Well, okay, but like right here.
Put what?
There you go.
Do you want me to actually open it?
Yeah, you can. I'll close it up.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell, we're kind of like instead of 3 stooges, we're 2 crazy instructors.
Who said that?
Oh.
I'm probably talking about you, the crazy one. That's what I mean. Okay. Ta-da! There it is. Now, your labels will be here, right? Same trash?
The labels will be up here. And that way, anywhere you move it, it'll say trash on there.
Okay. What's the second thing I do?
Okay. Let's see.
So what do I do with my bag?
Your bag? Okay, so this bag, you can, once you finish up, you don't need it anymore, you can throw it in there, in the trash. So every time you throw the trash, what are you going to do?
Sanitize my hands.
Yes, ma'am. So your mannequin will be out here already, right? Now, your mannequin, technically, just so you know, she needs to make sure that she has her eyelashes on for when we're getting ready to do the eyelash. She also, she also, nope, don't end. Okay. She also will have to have a little bit of makeup. Please, please, please do not use MAC. Okay? It's the hardest thing to take off. She'll have a little bit of lipstick and the makeup because remember, you're going to remove with eye makeup. Cleanser. Remover. So, she's not prepped. But, again, we're just going to mock. And then when we have a chance, we're actually going to go through the whole thing so that way you can see. All right. So, the next thing that you will be doing is, of course, the eyelash trim. So, this one, you have 14 minutes to do it. To complete this section, you will be informed when you have 7 minutes left. When you have 7 minutes left, you should be on the part where you're getting ready to put the eyelash. You don't want to rush, but yet you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to take too much time to doing it. So usually when it's at that part, you want to make sure that's when you're starting to do it. Now, again, Miss Jessica's teaching aesthetics. I've already taught aesthetics. So when it comes up to the eyelash, you don't want to use your fingers. Okay, so she might do it one way, and then I'm just going to go back and say, okay, try this way. So again, it's not teaching wrong because she's teaching the classroom. So when you're teaching in the classroom, it's so different to when you're teaching on the exam. Okay, so I'm gonna be more like, okay, use this, use that, use this, So, if she does something, if I tell her, no, just gonna like that, it's not that I'm telling her it's wrong, but it's just more for the safety criteria. Okay, so again, the 4 procedures criteria you can earn: sanitize your hands, prepare the mannequin for service, prepare the eyelash, apply the eyelash. The 7 safety criteria you can not earn: properly dispose of waste material, ensure workstation area remains sanitary, ensure draping is maintained throughout the service, replace contaminated items, ensure container remains closed when not in use, kit remains sanitary, and avoid cross-contamination. So the first thing she's going to do is, even though this has already been cleaned, okay, She has the mannequin on her. She is fine. It's when she goes to the next item that I would go ahead and tell her, clean up your area, okay? So she's already done it the first time. So the first thing she's going to do is sanitize her hands. Okay. You're going to go ahead and take out your bag. Your bag should have already been up here. So this is the eyelash strip. Let's see if you can. I don't know if you can see it. She had it labeled. Oh my God. Okay, so it is labeled. Now another thing, let me remind you, it does not have to say pre-sanitized down here anymore. It was already in your big one. Before, yes. Now, not no more. It only has to be in one area. Okay, so she's going to open it up. In there, she already, like I said, she
have them sanitized one more time.
Okay, so go ahead and sanitize one more time.
So I have it closed. Open it up.
So she's going to go ahead and do the table again.
My towel. Clean. Throw it in the trash.
That was gunshots. That was not. First bug is gonna stay over there. Sorry, y'all. That is not normal.
So one of the questions I get from the students, can they fold this up and keep it to the side? Or do they have to throw it in the trash?
If they keep it on the side, the only thing, the way I look at it is, why are you going to keep it? Just as you finish, throw it away.
They just asked.
Okay. No,
And then that way they
I
can
would.
put the stuff
I mean,
back
there's
in.
no right or wrong.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong. But if they want to keep it here, so that way as they finish, but I would say just throw it in the trash because there's no reason to keep any more than what you have to there.
Okay.
Okay. So now you already got that ready. So what are you going to do again?
Oh, because I touched the trash.
Yes, you touched the trash. Sanitize again.
No question.
So now she's going to prepare her mannequin. The mannequin is what?
The mannequin is what?
What kind of draping?
Seriously? You
Towel
should be
draping.
asking that question.
What kind of draping is it? Towel cake towel. So that's what she's going to do. So you want to do the draping first before you do the head. And the only reason why is because if you look at it, why are you going to do the head first? She should be draped to protect her in case there's any hair that falls off.
You want me to open this?
Yeah, go ahead. If, what I might do is I might have a little raffle since these demos are going to be open. I might have a little raffle on our site. You can probably buy a ticket for $10. So for the esthetician, it'll be $10 for 10 people. And then whoever wins it will get it. And I'll probably do that with all the bags because they are going to be demos. At the same time, you still are eligible for 2 hours of prep time. Whichever way you want to use the prep time. And believe me, I helped out a girl that was in Midland. And she was getting ready. So she did her prep time. And I was on with her till about 2 in the morning. So, yeah. So you want to make sure that you drape her correctly.
This is complicated too.
It's not complicated. There you go.
Does the drape have to be out or can it be inside the fin?
Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Whatever's comfortable for you.
Now, if they have a question for this for esthetician, can they find this in their Milady book?
The draping, yes. The draping is in the Milady book. But remember, it's usually a half. So usually the mannequin is standing up. You usually, do your towel, cake towel, or make sure I say that right. And then, a lot of it is that way just because it is the face. We hardly use any neck straps when it comes up to the estheticians because they're more into the steaming and everything. Perfect. You see what Jessica just did? She got a towel, and this is how she's going to be putting everything. That's the way it should be. Alrighty? See if anybody has any questions. So, yes, sanitize. Sanitize, ma'am. Sanitize. Alrighty. I know that there's people trying to get in. I don't know, for some reason, they're having a hard time. So let me see. Oh, okay. So yeah, you can get on. Just get on the link and then you can see it. Sorry, let me try to get off of it because I don't want to delay it.
Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to? Talking to them! Oh, no. Sorry. My computer's very, very sensitive.
It's a touch screen.
Yeah, it's a touch screen. Sensitive like me. Okay, so this is the way your mannequin should look. You should have your towel cake towel. You should go ahead and have your, I would suggest, even with the Cosmos, the barbers, go ahead and use the band and use the processing cap. And the only reason why, to me, it looks clean, you want to try to eliminate any way of it being, looking bad. So there's no wrong or right way, whatever your instructor taught you. If they say just put the band on, that's up to you. But to me, it eliminates the hair from getting everywhere. All right, so she already prepared the mannequin. Next thing you're going to do is prepare the eyelash. Now, this is a place where a lot of instructors are taught different than what I was. And it has to be on the Milady book. We're taught follow the Milady book. And, and of course, all the safety procedures. So, Jessica has already sanitized her hands. First thing you want to do is, of course, she would have already had to she can have one natural, but I prefer them taking, that would be the natural, and then show her, because you do get the natural and the dramatic in the kit, so that way you can practice a couple of times. So it comes with 2. So she would have already had the natural, so we're not going to put the natural on, because that's not part of it. So the next thing she would do is prepare the eye. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get the eyelash. You're going to prepare the eye.
Maybe when the book is going over.
Or the natural? Okay, do the natural.
So in the Milady book, when we were going over the esthetician, it says use the spoolie to go ahead and comb the natural.
How did you remove any lint or anything that's on there?
Exactly. So then we will dispose of this in the trash, sanitize your hands, and then we will use this.
Now, it might not reach. Don't worry.
Just pretend.
Just pretend.
Now, one question I did get from Melinda is that one of the students said, because they were watching a YouTube video, so technically they have the mannequins this way, away from them. And I said, you can go ahead and turn the mannequin over to you.
Yes. How was they gonna?
That's how they were demonstrating it. Okay. One instructor was doing it differently. Another instructor make it easier. Nowhere in the books does it say turn them away, because in real life you're gonna have to have them facing you.
Well, yeah, but if you're doing it backwards, I mean, the way I look at it, how are you gonna? You're gonna go like this?
Yeah.
Oh no, to me, no. And again, please, I don't know who's, I'm not gonna badmouth anybody, because I'm pretty sure people are gonna be like, well, who does she think she is?
But in your textbooks, it does tell you about doing it with the eyelash curler and the spoolie. Okay. So just in case you want to go back and reference, you can go to My Lady Esthetician, and it's in the book where you do your eyelash trim.
And in the Cosmo, it's the same thing.
So then what do I do with this? We can dispose of it?
You can dispose of it.
Or can I leave it here?
You can leave it there. Either way.
Okay.
And the other reason why is because if you need to go back and do something, moth. You can use it, but we're not going to use it again, because then the next thing she's going to do is she's going to actually put the eyelash, which you don't need to go back and curl. Okay. So she touched the trash. Did you see what she did? She sanitized her hands.
So let's just say she already has her eyelashes now. So now I can go ahead and get my dramatic. Now, does it say to do 2 eyes or just 1 eye?
Just 1 eye. It should be 1 eye. Let me double check. It says, apply an eyelash strip. You have 14 minutes to complete the section. So, what? I just want to make sure, but I'm going to something else.
So another question that students ask. Can I remove it with my hands, or can I use the tweezers?
Tweezers only. Okay. And the only reason why is because you're touching it. So,
you want me to do it?
Yes. You can go ahead and do it. And this is where I used a spoolie, because you got to measure it first.
Sorry, it got stuck to me. Because usually I'll have them already kind of loose. All right.
So you would take it off. Let me show you an easier way.
Yes, go ahead, Melinda. Show me an easy way.
So you gotta get it backwards. So when you open it, you're gonna get it backwards. I know that it kind of throws it off a little bit. So you're gonna go ahead and remove it backwards. This actually here, let me get here because I'm so short. You can, since you already have this, you could go ahead and get this.
I got more questions, I think.
Okay. You could go ahead and get that up there and then go on this side.
See, you've been having a hard time.
And then that way with the spoolie, because of course I'm not backwards, but with the spoolie with the back of it, then I could go ahead and start, going like that. You just want to try to eliminate as much as you can, touching it with the fingers. Okay, let's see, what questions do we have? Good job, Jessica.
Oh, that's Emily. Hi, Emma. Okay.
Priscilla wants to know if she have an extra study book. I told her to get with you on that. I don't have an extra study book. She's talking about the Cosmo. No, it's just me, myself, that I do when it comes up to the tutoring. That's something different. PSI is really the only study book there is besides the regular Cosmo book. All right.
Okay. So now this one goes on the left eye.
Yeah.
All right. So another question that I get asked: do I wear gloves?
You don't have to with this one.
Okay.
No.
Another question I ask. In the book, it says you can use your fingers.
Yeah. I mean, you can, but you want to try to eliminate as much as you can.
I'm just saying that's what it says. I'm just saying. I was going over this and I was kind of going back and forth.
Before you put that on,
I gotta measure and I gotta cut. So I measure. Do I have to cut, Melinda, and when I go to state board, or can I pretend to cut?
You know, that is a question that other instructors have told me. I have one instructor, she makes her students cut it. But I have some that they will go by the trash can and pretend they're cutting. So,
okay, so I'm going to pretend. Snip, snip, measure. Measure one more time. And then I can go ahead and open it.
You're just going to pretend.
Yes, I'm going to pretend. I'm not actually going to do it. I can just... Okay. This is good.
Yeah.
So, white. Now another question, right? Because we get this all the time. Do I blow on it?
No, don't blow on it. Why?
Do I do this? Can I do this?
Pat it back and forth. Yes, do not blow because that's what cross-contamination.
We're supposed to ask questions. Nobody's answering.
Oh.
Where are you at? I gotta answer these questions.
So, why do we not blow on the eyelash? Especially right now. You should be wearing your mask anyway, so it's not going to do you no good. But in reality, you don't want to blow on the eyelash because you don't want to do cross-contamination, not knowing what you have.
Now, another question. So since you used the spoolie, can I use my tweezers on the back to go ahead and...
Yep, and then you can use your spoolie too. So that way you have the back of your tweezers, you use the spoolie. I like to use the back of the spoolie a lot when it comes to it, and I use the tweezers. So it's almost like you're using both of these instead of your fingers to make sure that you get every little part of it. The good thing about, and I'm not bragging, the good thing about my eyelashes that I like is that it already has an adhesive on there. Yeah, you right? It's kind of but go ahead.
We got another question.
Oh.
Look, we got questions in that.
Okay, cross-contamination. Very good. Yes.
See, she got it. She got it. All right.
And germs. Very good, man. Very good.
Okay, so now I'm done. Right?
No.
I'm not done?
No.
What do I have to do?
Well, that
Well,
was
you know I'm
starting.
talking about that. So, let me show you this. Okay, pretty, right?
Good. Yes, I prefer them on the eye Some instructors will tell you to put tape, which is, again, it's not wrong. But I think we got to pretend that these are humans. Because even though with COVID and everything, in reality, you wanted to make it look as natural as can be. Okay. So you finished that area. So now kit remains sanitary. So she made sure that her kit remained, she applied the eyelash strip. So the last thing that you want to do is you want to go ahead and clean. So
my way of cleaning.
There you go.
Trash.
Just get rid of it.
I take my hand. Get a paper towel. Open this up. Paper towel. Wipe down.
Maybe wipe down.
Throw it in the trash. Open. Sanitize my hand. Take it.
Very good. You think Jessica deserves 100?
Well, I got a free meal, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. So let's see if we have any questions. Alrighty. So again, if you have any friends that are going for their esthetician, please tag them on here so that way they can see a little bit more. Okay. So by this time, your mannequin has had the eyelash done. Now you're not going to remove any of the head drape or the towel. The only way you're going to change anything out is if it has gotten dirty. And when I mean dirty, that they actually have some kind of moisturizer or the mask or anything like that. And that's why I tell people be careful when you do it, because you want to make sure that it stays clean. If it stays dirty, the only thing I can tell you is you need to replace it, because you want to make sure that it stays clean. Okay, I just saw this go up. Oh, okay, I didn't see. Okay, so the next one's going to be your cleansing. Now, this is the time that you're going to turn your mannequin around, because you want the head facing you, so you want this to be facing right in here. So that's the time that you're going to turn your mannequin around. Besides that, I think the only time that it needs to be facing you is when you do the eyelash and when you do the waxing, because you need to see it. Okay? Alright, so the 4 items that you're going to get for the cleansing is sanitize, clean hands, remove the eye makeup and lipstick, cleanse the face, and remove the cleansing cream. Now, key word, remove eye makeup and lipstick. In other words, you're just going to remove here and here. It's the cleansing that you do the whole face. That's the only point I have. The only tip I want to tell y'all, because a lot of people are thinking they got to do remove the eye makeup with everything, and no, it's just the eyes, because she has eyeshadow and the lipstick. All right, so this one you have 14 minutes to complete the section. Excuse me. Cleansing service. Please perform the cleansing service. You have 14 minutes to complete the section. You will be informed when you have 7 minutes. No massage, just the cleansing. Okay. First thing you're going to do is sanitize your hands. Oh, well.
I got a question.
Okay.
So, when do the students go, because I asked this question, when do the students go and remove their stuff from the cleansing, when their next service is?
They'll tell them their next one is going to be.
When they say, go ahead and we're going to do the next section,
they're going to open up their kit, and then they're going to put it up here.
When they say, you may begin, that's when they go in.
Yes.
Okay.
No, well, they'll say and then they'll grab it, just like you grab. Well, I guess because I'm sorry, because we've already gone to state. So when they say your next section is going to be the cleansing, then but you've got to wait for them to finish and to talk, and then they'll say you may begin. Now, rumor has it, I don't know because I haven't gone. I know when I went to state for the barber, people were still talking, but some people were telling me that now it's a computer talking. You will have raiders there, but they're not doing the talking. And I guess it just depends on what location you're going to. But I know for myself, I went over there in Dallas, and they were still speaking. And then somebody told me that they took their Cosmo, and it was a computer, and they were having a hard time. If they are doing a computer, and if you don't understand it, then you need to raise your hand and you need to say, I don't hear it. Because you're going to set yourself up for failure. So make sure you listen to everything that they're doing. Okay, so here's the cleansing. Okay. You know what? Take out. I put the astringent in the wrong, the antiseptic on the wrong one. Sorry, that was my fault. I knew it came out, but I can't remember where it was from. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so she's going to bring out the bag. So she's getting ready to put everything in. So what are you going to do? Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to have to go get my jacket in a minute. Now, everybody has a different way. I teach with the wipes. If your school says they want them to have towels, a lot of the schools I've been working with, if they say I don't want this, Melinda, I want that, I'll go ahead and replace it. But for now, I do use the wipes because it makes it so much easier because it's a plastic doll, and we want to make sure that a lot of the oil is off. So the first thing that she's going to go ahead and do is, cotton rounds. I'll be right back.
Point off for her.
I forgot the cotton rounds. Let me go get it.
Okay, any questions, guys? Let's see. Anybody else? Nope. Kind of go through here. A freezy. She has me working in the cold. Let's see. Hers, the way she does it for her packing, everybody works differently. So again, make sure you have your spatulas. If it's in here, if you're going to remove product from here. I don't see in here. Hold on. Okay. Any questions? I know. Thank you, Emily. It's freaking cold. So I'm over here in Boutique with her. I drive over here. I used to work over here. As some of y'all are in there, y'all kind of know. So we've been doing state board. Melinda was actually, she's been doing them a lot more. And she's taught mostly everything. So she's coming back. Shh, don't talk about it.
I cooked for my jacket. Okay, turn around.
Turn around.
Sorry.
I'm on a spatula.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because you have one.
Yes.
Okay, what's the first thing to do?
Oh, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go, sorry. First thing that you're going to do, sorry, I'm cold. Like a hold on. Okay, so first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and, remove the eye makeup remover. So you put it in your cotton round.
I re-sanitize my hands.
Very good.
So open. Now this is another question. Do they do one at a time or can they do two at a time?
They can do two at a time. It doesn't matter. What I have taught them is they to do one and then they fold it, they do the other side. That way they can use one cotton. But again, if your instructor says no, yeah, I want you to use two different ones, that's fine. There's enough cotton in there.
Okay.
But use a different one from the eye to the lip.
So, a lot of people tend to go.
No.
Just
I don't know if they can see it. You might get it closer. So don't rub. You just got to rub one time. Just one time. No, you can just do one.
You got 14 minutes. Okay. Under the eye?
No, it's just the eye.
Well, her eyes open.
Tell her to close it.
The other side?
Yeah. No, don't cross over. So.
I can't do it right now. I can't see.
Okay, so do that. Do that one eye.
See.
Okay, so say you
I
open
can't
up.
see.
So get your hand. You're going to clean the eye. Bend it. Bend that. Get it with this hand. Going this way.
Okay.
There you go. Now dispose. That's it. Then you would use one on the lip.
So dispose. Sanitize my hands. Next one.
The lips. Los labios. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you see this again? Can you see?
Yeah. A little bit. Okay. I don't know if you can see.
Can y'all see, guys?
There we go.
You know, sometimes that lipstick's stubborn.
Yeah, but they should have MAC on. Just a little bit.
You said no MAC.
Yeah, no MAC.
Well, you said you should have MAC.
No, I said no MAC. I said sometimes they put MAC on.
Okay. Sanitize my hands.
Okay.
Next step.
Cleansing.
So you have one or two.
No, this is to remove.
To remove what?
To remove the cleansing cream.
Instead of this?
So instead of using this to remove cleansing cream, which is a cotton rounds, they can actually remove it with the towelette.
Okay.
And the only reason, again, because of the oiliness. You want to make sure that it, now if they want to remove it and then go back and dry it, that's up to them, but they only need to use one or the other. If they want to use that, they want to use the cotton rounds, that's fine. I just prefer using to teach it with that.
Okay. So once I open, use my spatula,
Yes.
remove, close. So the question I always get, Melinda, is that can I dab it with my spatula? Can I put it behind my hand?
I'd rather it be in the hand.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. That's me.
So
Whatever you want to teach.
no, that's because I'm trying to go from what people ask me. So these are questions that students ask me all the time. Can I use the spatula and use it because technically my hands are still kind of like on there. There was the other question. Is it okay to put it behind my hand? So yes, it's okay.
I would say keep it behind the hand, and the only reason why is because to me the spatula, if you're gonna put it on the face, I feel like it's too rough. This way with the hands, you put it behind here. Once you throw away the spatula, of course you still want to sanitize your hands a little bit at the end, in between, and use these two fingers. These are the two fingers that are the gentlest on the face, and that way then you could go back and dab.
So again, get it there, dispose of it, open this, squeeze, close, because I still have product up here.
Exactly.
So technically this is still clean.
Yes.
Okay, so then 2. Now, can I do 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5?
Because it's cleansing. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So the one thing is that since it's cleansing, you're basically wanting to cleanse the whole face. You don't have to do the eyelids again. You don't have to do the lips again because you've already done that. So all you want to do is you just want to make sure that you cleanse the face.
So this is where I can use this
Yes.
to clean,
Yes.
to remove,
Yes.
or I can use the
Or
cotton.
you can use the cotton rounds.
So I'm not going to open that.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, so then trash it.
Mm-hmm.
This, sanitize my hands. Okay, I'm already done.
She's done with the service.
So I get all of this. Throw it in the trash. I'm going to put it there so I can pack it up again. That's my hands. I'm going to clean one more time. So I have a paper towel. Spray, 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 spray. Wipe, 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 wipe. Put her in. Throw that away. Sanitize sanitize my hands. And rinse.
Exactly. And by the time you get to, because with this one you have 14 minutes. By the time when you get to the 7th part, you're basically probably going to be done. So, they give you the amount of time, in case, you're doubting what you need to do, but you should be able to do it, I say, within the 7 minutes. Now, just because everybody finishes in the 7 minutes, they don't wait for the 14 minutes. What they would do is they'll go ahead and continue to the next one. So sometimes, even though your test might be an hour and 55 minutes, it might end up being an hour and 30 minutes. So it just depends on how many people are there, how fast they go, because they do not wait until, the whole time goes out. They'll just go and continue. Now, if there's somebody who's a little slower, now they will utilize all the time that they need. And, but if they're not done and, time is up, the proctor will say, time is up, they need to stop. And that's one thing, you got to make sure you listen, because that makes a huge difference. Okay, so the next one is the steaming service. Please perform a steaming service. You have 7 minutes to complete the section. You'll be informed when you have 4 minutes remaining. So you'll earn 2 points. 1, prepare the towel for service. Basically, that's saying, if it's dry, go to the sink, put warm water in it, or make sure that there's water. I have told students they can actually go with their towel already wet, so they can have it in a Ziploc bag already. And what they're doing is, you can pretend that you're preparing it. You can go by your trash and you can go ahead and, squeeze out the water, and then you're going to check the temperature. The second one is drape the towel to cover the face. So that's going to be where you're going to drape it a certain way for the steaming. And then the 6, of course, the safety criteria: properly dispose of the waste material, ensure workstation area remains sanitary, ensure head draping is maintained throughout the service, replace contaminated items, kit remain sanitary, and avoid cross-contamination. All right, remember, it's only 2 points, and technically it's a total of 8. So you can earn up to 8 points, but you definitely want to make sure that you earn those first 2. Okay, so you have 7 minutes. So the first thing she's going to do is prepare the towel for service. Steaming the bag, you can see the label. And all there is towels, okay? There is 2 towels in case something happens.
So, towel, open, spray. Towel, wipe down. So you said there should be wet already?
They should be wet. If not, you go to the shampoo bowl and you can wet it. The only thing that we do not teach estheticians is we don't teach estheticians how to hold on to the hose. So, estheticians, if you are going to wet your towel over there, learn how to hold on to the hose, because I can guarantee you, you're going to open that up and the hose is going to fly everywhere. Water's going to go everywhere. So my suggestion is go with it already wet, so you don't have to mess with anything. But again, it's up to whatever way you're being taught.
So do I need to take both of them out, or can I leave one?
No, you can leave one.
Okay, next question I get asked. Can I leave this here and put this on top?
Yeah.
Okay, do I need to get a paper towel?
I would still get a paper towel.
Okay, so let's do the paper towel.
Okay.
So I don't need this, right? I'm done. Put it in the trash. Sanitize my hands.
And this way they can tell that it's wet, because the paper towel will be wet. Oh my gosh, I gotta go get me another jacket.
There it is. So I'm gonna open it up. Alright?
Yes.
I'm gonna go through it.
Test it.
Test it. Test it. Make sure they're watching me that I'm testing it.
And you can be like looking for the,
Looking for the proctor.
Yes.
I'm testing.
You see me, I'm testing.
Testing. Okay. So then, is it hot? Oh. She's still breathing.
You can pick that up so that way they can see. Got too much light.
Okay. So how many minutes do I have for this?
7 minutes.
So press. Looking at that proctor to make sure he's watching or she's watching me. Like pressing.
But you can't talk. You can't talk. So you're not going to tell them.
Give him some eye love.
You could be like, hey.
Like, give him eye contact that you're actually doing this. Okay. Then when I'm done, they want to see you remove. Okay. I remove. Dump it in the trash. Alright. Sanitize my hand. Can I use this paper towel to clean?
I wouldn't, because it's wet.
Trash. Open this up. Get a paper towel. And wipe. Throw it in there. There was a step that I missed. Did y'all cut up to it?
Let's see. Who said what? Let's see. Come on, Miss Emily. Since you're in her class.
There was one step that I missed. I don't think they caught up to it.
But you're only getting 2 points.
I forgot to sanitize my hand.
Oh, I didn't see that.
See?
Yeah.
I did it on purpose. See, nobody caught on.
Wait, at the beginning?
They're not watching me.
At the beginning?
You see, you didn't even pay attention to me.
I was so worried about the towels.
All right, so then I'm done. Next step.
Next step is going to be the massage service. So the next section is the massage service. Please demonstrate massage and manipulations. You have 17 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 9 minutes remaining. So these are the points that you can earn. So the points you earn are 6. 1, sanitize clean hands. Apply massage cream. Demonstrate effleurage. Demonstrate petrissage. Demonstrate tapotement. And then remove the massage product. Now, can't remember the massages? And y'all are going to laugh when I tell you how I tell my students to remember the massages.
Okay. Got the massage and moisturizer.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Well, I have it here. Paper towel. EPA. Put it in there. Wipe down. Here. Trash. Sanitize my hands. Get another paper towel.
And this is why I provide paper towels, so that way you don't have to use towels, regular towels. Because then it gets too bulky. Hotter this time.
Alright, so what is the first thing I do?
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is touch your hands. You're going to apply the massage cream.
Okay. Open it up.
You can use that one or you can use the bigger one, whichever one. And you know what? I think this one goes to the mask. I think I put it in the wrong one.
Trash it.
Yeah, that one goes to the mask. We'll keep this one. Remind me to put it in the mask.
So sanitize my hand. Got some on my hands.
You want some hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. It's sugar free. Is that okay?
Sure.
It's good.
Okay. So then, now what?
Okay. So you're going to go in and apply it. Remember, it's the massage. So it's not like you're cleansing. So you're going to put it all over. Okay, once you do that, what's up? How do you remember your steps? Do you know? Because remember, it's, what is it? Effleurage, Petrissage, and Tapoment. So you can remember in alphabetical order, EPT.
Not pregnancy.
Or the way I tell my students to remember, think of the pregnancy test, EPT. You know.
You got a comment.
Oh, I got a comment. Okay.
Point off.
Point off.
All right. So then
you go in and do your first one. Mm-hmm. Everybody does their massage is different. Okay. So what is effleurage? Which way do you remember? Remember, it's the softest one. Okay. So it should be the gentlest one out of all of the massages. So people are different. Some people will go like this. Okay. You should have that feather effect to it. Some people will exit right in here. You know, they do the Xing. Some will go and Xing all right around the face. So it just depends. The biggest thing, you have 17 minutes. I would stay a whole minute working on the massages, so that way they know that you're doing it.
Sing a song.
It's like,
sing a song in your head. That's what I tell the students. Because sometimes you're kind of fast all the time and you're like, I want to get this done quick. So sing a song that will last you about a minute or two. I don't know, sing the ABCs in your head. Mm-hmm. Just like you teach your children, well, my children, when they're brushing their teeth, you know, how long to take for brushing. Sing it in your head and kind of go through it. Now, don't go sing it in your head and start dancing during the whole thing. But just keep it in your mind.
You can't earn a point that way.
I don't know. You might get a point.
No, don't do that.
All right, so now that I'm done with my first one.
Okay, so the second one is going to be your petrissage. So which is the petrissage? Think of pinching. So you pinch the cheeks. I just finished going over with my students, my 8th grade Cosmo. So when they, back then, they used to pinch cheeks to create the cheeks to look like blush. So, yeah, that was one of them, the history. So you just pinch. That's all I know as far as the pinching. So same thing, if you want to.
Make sure the proctor sees you when you're doing this.
Pinch the cheeks.
And then the other one?
The other one's Tapoment. So, should be able to use all of the fingers. All the way around. Going all this around. You can go this way. Now, when I went to Cosmo, back in the 1900s, as my students say, they were like, Miss, you were born in the 1900s? And I was like, no. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I was. The way we were taught when we were done is we would stop at the temple and feather off. So if any of y'all want to just go with me, y'all remember that because that was embedded into our head.
Next.
Okay, so after you do that, you're going to remove the cleansing cream. So there is a towel. You can use the towel so that way. Or if you want to put the wipes, you can put the wipes as well. So it's just whatever you, again, prefer. So if you want to do the wipes and you don't want to buy another pair of wipes, just get a little bit, put them. But you can see as Miss Jessica's doing it, that would probably be your safest way, especially for the cleansing. Remember, she is a mannequin, so it's plastic. It's plastic. You want to make sure you remove quite a bit of it off.
Ta-da! Cash.
Okay. Do we have comments?
Sanitize.
Oh, Priscilla stayed quiet. Oh, Emily.
Get this in.
All right.
Trash it. Sanitize my hands. Paper towel. Have my paper towel here. Spray. Wipe. Sanitize my hands.
That's it. Okay. Let's see. Lisa. What did she do?
She put a little sun.
Is
Let's
that
see
a
if she
sun?
answered EPT.
Very good. Very good, Emily. Okay.
She's taking
We
her
got
test
6 people
tomorrow.
watching. Come on, 6 people. Y'all can go ahead and
Participate.
even though you might not be. I know probably my husband's watching. He probably knows all these answers too. All right, so you've already done the massage. Now is the mask and moisturizing.
I'll drop this spatula. I'll drop this spatula.
You did. Okay, that's okay. Remind me and I'll put a new one. Okay, so the next section is your mask and moisturizing. That one goes into the mask. I knew it went in somewhere. No, into the mask one. The next one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't see that you pulled it out. All right. Please perform procedure of the mask and moisturizing service. You have 17 minutes. Wait a minute.
We're supposed to use this for that.
Wait, you just finished doing the cleansing.
No,
The massage. It was supposed to be the massage one. You got the wrong one.
Moisturizer.
She grabbed the wrong one. This is all there is. Oops. Did I leave it out?
Oops. You did it again.
I'll be right back. Why didn't you tell me that?
Ma'am, this was supposed to be
And
ready.
I wondered why that was in there. Híjole.
She lost the point. She lost the point. Okay, let me pick this up. What's the next one? She doesn't have the waxing in here. Okay, she forgot a step. Any question?
Well, we'll pretend that was it.
You don't have the wax
I
either?
gotta. Huh?
You don't have the wax.
It's right here.
You forgot the other one.
Which other one? Yeah, I know. I gotta see where I put it. Oops. Look. Look what they have underneath her. Really? I just found my boxer charm that was supposed to have been delivered a couple of days ago underneath our grill. How did I tell you?
Alright, next one.
Okay. So the next one is your mask and moisturizing, which
I just did.
no,
Sort of. That
not
was a
really.
massage.
Yeah, that was a massage. So take it out again. And I wondered. So that was my fault. It fell somewhere, so I gotta figure it out. So sanitize the hand. You're gonna get 5. Sanitize the hands. Apply mask. Remove mask. Apply astringent refresher. And toner. Apply moisturizer. That's where the toner goes. Right in there. I knew it went somewhere. I have SD kits, but what ended up happening was that a lot of things got changed out.
Another point out.
So I'll take the blame on that one. All right. So we're, again, this one you have 17 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 9 minutes remaining. So when you get to the 9-minute remaining, the part where you should be is either removing the mask, or where you're applying the astringent. Okay. you need to take your time with this one. All right, first thing she's going to do, she's going to sanitize her hands. Oh, well, she's going to set up. So, I forgot to tell them to start our, well, you do that. Okay, tell them to start our hot chocolate.
So, spray.
Can you give me some of the hot chocolate, please?
Put in the trash. Put one in here. Cut it out.
So how are y'all liking it? This is me and Jessica together doing this. We're like the
Points off.
comedian. But this is the way we teach. And the hot chocolate, I have the sugar-free one. And this is the way we teach. So I like to keep my students engaged. And, you know, I mean, we could show whatever videos as far as like, you know, different ways of doing it. And that's fine. But in reality, a lot of y'all have questions. And I want you to know that you can ask us anything. So if we ever go live again, which we probably will, you know, because we got the other ones, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it tonight. We might have to, Jessica might have to come every day this week.
I gotta have nothing else to do.
She has nothing else to do. And so, she has nothing else to do. I'll feed her. Her kids are having a blast inside my house anyway. So, you know, just so you'll know, you know, I really enjoy this part of teaching when it comes up to it. But anyway, let's go back. Okay. So first thing she's going to do is she sanitizes her hands. You're going to apply the mask. So don't open it because it's brand new.
Okay.
So she's going to pretend.
So a lot of times students ask, how do I do this? I always tell them to have it prepared in order to kind of keep you on track. So I guess you have your mask, your antiseptic, and your moisturizer. So another question that they ask Melinda is about antiseptic. Can they use the toner? Can they use this? It tells you on the on your PSI. It gives you the examples, either an
So they have different names.
Yes.
So it's the astringent, the toner, or the refreshener. No.
So it's okay as long as you follow under that.
Yeah.
label.
So as you know, so on here, and if something falls, you pick it up, you sanitize it, and put it back. You know, get your feet. So we pretend she did it. You okay? So as long as you have the label, you know, on there. Oh, I put antiseptic instead of astringent.
Yep. Another point.
So anyway, this has to say astringent. So don't look at that. Antiseptic would have been with the blood spell kit. That's where this belongs.
So Melinda, when you do your StateBoard kits, do you fill it up for them or do they put it in?
For the SDs, yes. It's all done. So what I do is when I meet up with y'all and I'm going through the whole kit, I say, okay, let's go through it. And the reason is because I'm human. I make a lot of mistakes. A lot. So things like this, I carry around a binder with our labels in case I did do label wrong. But I go over it and go over it and go over it before it gets to you. Once it gets to you, then again I make sure. And it's just because I want to make sure that you're happy and satisfied. All right, so we're gonna pretend this is astringent, not antiseptic.
So can I remove it with this, or can I have to use a spatula, Melinda?
I would rather if I use these. I give these to my students, and it makes it easier. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to open it.
All right, Jessica, you say so. And the only reason why is because the spatula is too rough. That's why I used the rubber tip. But again, everybody's different. I'm not going to tell you it's right or wrong. And it's just because it is a mask, so it's going to be a little bit more thicker. It smells like banana. Did you smell it?
Mm-mm.
You don't even have anything underwear when you're smelling it.
I know. The habit. Okay, so then
You apply the mask.
Do I start from the bottom or the top or the sides?
It does not, down here, it does not matter. It just says apply mask. So, if you feel like you need to have this open and you want to have it and you can keep putting more, you can.
Isn't that double dipping?
It's the same person. It's the same person.
But if I were to get it and put it behind me, it's okay?
Why are you going to put a mask here?
So I can have more if I dry out.
Well, you can, but...
Just saying. I might run out.
That's why.
But we don't want to
And it's got...
double dip.
That's not... Double dipping is if you're double dipping and
I'm
there's
double
two different
dipping.
people. Two different people.
Double dip. Ah, you did it.
I didn't do it. Oh, look. But we look better. Ay, ay, ay.
Ah, you broke it.
I did. Oops. I did.
Okay, that's the bright. Oh, there we go. It reflects back.
Okay.
All right. So then, after I do this, trash it.
Trash it.
Sanitize my hand.
Yep.
What's my next step?
So your next step is you're going to remove the mask. That's where the towel comes in.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't I have a towel in the other one? So this towel, I would suggest it to be wet. You know, and it's just to make it easier because it is a mask.
Okay. Trash.
Trash.
Sanitize.
Yes. Okay. Next thing is you are going to apply astringent, refreshener, or toner. I'm just going to say astringent.
So do I need cotton or can I just...
No.
Right.
So, the one thing I would suggest, common sense. You don't want to spray it right at somebody's face. You know, it's a human. You're going to get it in their eyes, their mouth, their nose. I usually tell them, spray on the side, let it just mist down on the face.
I'm going to close her eye.
Yeah, you can close your eyes.
There.
Okay.
I'm going to put it there if I want to.
Yes.
Sanitize my hands.
Yes.
And then add moisturizer.
Yes.
So can I do it here or here?
Whichever way you want.
I'm going to do it here.
I would.
Okay. So moisturizer. You're looking beautiful.
Oh!
Okay, I'm already done.
Did you have to take that one off?
No.
Why?
Take one off because it's a moisturizer.
It's a moisturizer. I should ask y'all. But yeah, you leave it
Why
on.
she's asking?
That's it.
Like,
Same thing with the astringent.
trash.
For refresher.
Trash.
Refresher.
Sanitize my hand. Paper towel. EPA. Spray. Put it there. Wipe. Throw it in. Sanitize my hand.
Raise your hand. Very good.
I tried.
She's about to pass. All right. So, you got 2 more sections left. 2 more. The next one is going to be the waxing and soft wax. Now, people will ask me, Miss, can I take a hard wax? No. This is soft wax. You're going to simulate it. You're going to use, I said use petroleum jelly. Don't take honey. You can, and it says you can, but don't take it. It's going to get too sticky. Just go ahead and just use petroleum jelly. You can even use, you know, because it says to use petroleum jelly, but I've even had students who have used real thick moisturizer. You know, it just depends. Yeah, that one. Thank you. And so, you know, a lot of it is just a simulation of what you're going to use. But again, if you buy the kit with us, it'll already have everything in there. So remember, the kit is $100. And you do get 2 free hours of prep time with me. I've been doing a lot of it online just because of everything going on, and it makes it so much easier because then the customers, yeah, get a hold of me, and you give me your schedule, and like I said, I stay up all wee hours of the night.
She has no life.
I have no life. It's because I have to squeeze everybody in. She tells me, she calls me, she tells me, what are you doing? And I'm like, you don't want to know.
Okay,
Next one's going to be waxing with soft wax. You are going to earn 6 points. The 6 points is wear gloves. 2, prepare area for 1 eyebrow for service. Only 1 eyebrow. Demonstrate the proper application of the wax. Demonstrate proper application of the fabric strip. Demonstrate proper removal of wax, and then apply post-wax product. All right. So, my question, if TDLR PSI is listening, I have a question. Now, when it says demonstrate, I know for the Cosmo, we have to raise our hand and have the rater come to us so we can demonstrate. This has 3 types of demonstration. Okay, I know with the shaving, when I went for my barbers, we have to do the 3. You know what? It said demonstrate in other parts too. We have to demonstrate the 3 ways of shaving. Okay. My question is, because it's been a while since I had somebody go to state board, and for Estes, I think the last time I was working at a college, I'm thinking, and this is what I tell my students, I think that when you prepare it, you need to raise your hand. Proctor's going to come. You demonstrate the application, so they're going to actually watch you do it. To put the wax, they're going to watch you put the fabric strip, and they're going to watch you pull off the wax. Okay, so you're going to go opposite. As far as I know, that's the only 3 things they need to watch. And then by that time, they should leave, and then you apply the post-wax product. Now,
should be cut right.
it's because I sell them like that, so that way they can cut them. Again, it's been a while since I had somebody go for the estheticians. I will teach my students to do it this way. Whatever your instructor teaches you is the way that you need to do it. Whatever you're comfortable with. I need to double check. Probably for the one that's going to go this year, I'm going to really tell them demonstrate. Okay, because demonstration to us is you need to demo it to the proctor. I might be wrong, but that's, to me, that's when you demonstrate. Okay, what do you think, Jessica? Yes. So, if you're an instructor out there, and if you're making your students do that, please comment so that way we can find out for sure if everybody's on the same page on that. Again, I'm probably going to hashtag TDLR and PSI just to see. I mean, they're probably one after us, but who knows? Because I would really, really love that they would give us their feedback, But again, as instructors, it's really up to us to make sure that we're teaching you the way it should be done when it comes up to. Okay, so first thing's going to be first. She's going to sanitize her hands, even though it doesn't say sanitize hands. And then she's going to wear gloves. Sorry, they're probably a medium. Just depends. I know for the barbers, I put the extra large.
For the men.
Yeah, for the men. Okay, you're going to prepare the area for 1 eyebrow. So there is 3 items on there. One, it says the cleansing, and the other one says smoothing lotion, and of course the simulated wax. So the first thing that she's going to do is she's going to do the cleansing, which would be like the pre There's another word for it.
Pre-service?
No, post, pre, post. The honey, you know how the GG honey? Post, I think it's called post. I can't remember. So anyway, you're going to put the cleansing first because you're going to remove the oils. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to demonstrate the proper application for the wax, proper application for the fabric strip, and proper demonstration for removal of wax. So this is when you would get everything ready. You would go ahead. You're going to test it. Make sure. So before you call your proctor, you're going to test it first. Because why? We want to make sure. The only thing is that that's not. I know that it's in the Milady book, but
I have them tested.
okay. So again, it's up to you. Whatever you want. And I think it's best. I think that's something that should have been here in the PSI for them to test
Like
it.
test the towels.
Yeah, like your test the towels. Okay, so you're gonna, before you do it, what are you gonna do first? You need to demonstrate. So you have to raise your hand. They will come, and you're going to tell them, or you're going to demonstrate. So you're going to go ahead and demonstrate. Okay, so you only do it once. You don't have to throw it away. Sanitize your hands because you threw away the stick, the spatula.
Imagine they're smaller.
Yes, imagine they're smaller.
Press. Pull the skin down. Pull. Quick pressure. Dump it out. Sanitize your hands. And then smoothing lotion.
Which is basically the removal, the wax removal.
So I get this question: do I just rub or do I tap?
Well, they're not checking for either or. It just says, apply post wax.
Okay. Done. Sanitize my hand. Remove. Spray. Wipe. Trash. Sanitize my hands. Right.
There goes your hand. Very good. All right, so I'm going to try to get clarification when it comes into the demonstration, but I'm almost sure because I know, like I said, as far as Cosmos and barbers, we are to demonstrate certain area, and when it says demonstrate, you need to demonstrate that to the proctor. I don't know what else to say as far as that part. I mean, that's the, it's iffy there. But again, I mean, I'm just reading it what it says in the PSI. And, I might not have everybody that that is going to agree that they got to raise their hand, but to me, I think that's the safest way of doing it.
I guess when you're preparing, when they ask you for the beginning, do you have any questions before we begin? Could you ask that question?
The worst thing they can do is not answer it. So, I mean, if you ask the questions, okay, when it needs to be demonstrated, do we raise our hand?
So they will ask you at the beginning, if you read the script for PSI in the beginning, if you have any questions before we start this exam, you can ask that question.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Do you have another comment?
Oh, comment. Oh. Hi, Maida. All right.
Okay,
so, this is the SD, just so you'll know. We're not doing Cosmo. So this is the SD one, just so you have an idea. All right. Last one. Blood spill kit. All right. So, being a Cosmo, being barber, manicurist, esthetician, instructor, everybody teaches differently when it comes up to the blood exposure. You have your mannequin out, so I would suggest do your blood spill on the mannequin. Now, where you want to do it, that's your business. So what that has, it has your double bag. It has your gloves. It has your Band-Aids. It has your cotton rounds, the astringent, or the antiseptic, I'm sorry. Not astringent. See, I got all confused. So you have your antiseptic. Antiseptic. Sorry. Waiting for our hot chocolate. Alright. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to sanitize your hands. You apply your gloves. Just because you're wearing gloves doesn't mean that you don't sanitize your hands. Again, gloves are just to protect, but you still got to re-sanitize. So there's going to be a part where when you constantly open up that biohazard bag that you need to, again, sanitize your hands. There is no such thing as, oh, I'm over-sanitizing. No. And I know I had years ago people would say, well, I fell because I over-sanitized. No. You missed a step. Simple as that. Okay. So you're going to apply pressure first. So you pick an area where you think your client got cut. So she's applying the pressure first. Once you apply the pressure, then you go ahead, open up both bags. Now remember, this has blood in it. And so you're gonna open up both bags. It is gonna go into the second bag. So when you open it up, even though you're gonna reopen it up again a little bit, you're gonna now sanitize your hands because you touched. That's basically trash. So now you're going to put antiseptic on your cotton because now you're going to clean the wound. So now she's going to go back. She's going to clean the wound. Okay, now she's going to put it back into the bag again, the second bag. Just going to close it up. Sanitize her hands again. Now she's going to get the Band-Aid. She's going to open it up. She's going to apply the Band-Aid. Okay. By this time, now her best thing to do is the antiseptic is going to go over there. Did you make one for Jessica too?
Yeah, the marshmallow.
Huh?
Try it because I don't even like it.
What is it?
Marshmallows.
Why'd you put marshmallows in there?
Sugar-free marshmallows.
Who asked for a sugar-free marshmallow?
You did.
No, I did not.
Because taste it, because it's actually pretty bad. The hot chocolate is actually... Oh, what kind of hot chocolate is that?
It's sugar-free. Okay, we're finishing up. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so she went ahead and got the Band-Aid. I would suggest, because this is all contaminated, you take off... You remember, you got to take it off from the outside. She's going to put it inside the bag.
These are really
tight. I know, so. But you're supposed to be taking them off like this. Okay, put it in there. Wrap up that. You're going to put it in the second bag.
will this be needs to be in there?
No. Mainly that, because it's material. So now she's going to close the first bag. Second bag, throw it in the trash with the antiseptic. Well, no, throw it in the trash before you throw all that in the trash. Now go ahead and sanitize your hands. You're going to clean the area again. Okay, sanitize your hands. And you're going to raise your hand. That is it. You done finished, okay? But there's one more that you gotta do. You're gonna ask me something?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So students have asked these questions before. Does this bag stay inside or does it go outside? What is the difference between this one and this one?
So,
You go like this, or does it have to go like that?
I think as long as it's a biohazard, I think it belongs on the outside, because if you have it in the inside, they cannot read it.
I agree. So, the other question I had asked, well, not had I, but part of it when I did see it with one of them, with one instructor, is that they, even though they sanitize it, they left it out here and they raised it. So that way the proctor can see this is properly.
Well, I mean, you can, but to me, you're cleaning already. But,
I know.
you know,
But
again,
it's all part of the
every
incident.
instructor is different.
Well, yeah, that's what I was asking. Because they had put it out, the instructor had them leave it out.
So that way they could prove that. Yeah, and you can. I just happen to teach that I want them to clear everything up. You know, every instructor, again, and I'm not saying right or wrong. We're not right or wrong. Again, I'm not affiliated with anybody. All I do is I use this testing of what my students have done before. I know, again, with Cosmo and barbers and the manicurists, I make them throw everything away. Every time that they're starting or ending the service, I tell them, I don't want nothing on your station. So this way they know that you cleaned up. Any other questions?
No, that was it.
Okay. So by this time, the only thing that is still on your station is your mannequin. Okay. The mannequin is still draped, still everything. So by now they're going to tell you your last one is going to be the end of disinfection. It says the next section, the last section is the end of exam disinfection. You have 10 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining. You earn 3 points, just 3. Dispose of waste materials, disinfect workstation and clean work area, remove all supplies, materials, or personal belongings. Okay. Now, when they tell you to start, you sanitize your hands first. So you're sanitizing your hands first. You grab your mannequin, throw her in the trash. Okay? Throw in the trash if you have room. Next thing you do is, again, so the only thing that should be left out should be your EPA, hand sanitizer, your towel. This is a time, even though you didn't cut anything, I would still tell you, sweep up your area. I can almost guarantee you'll be the only person sweeping up. Because, they don't, you're Estes. So, you feel like you didn't do anything. You didn't cut hair, you didn't cut nails, you didn't do anything that you shouldn't have to. But you want to be able to leave your area the same way you first got it. Okay? You want to get the broom, sweep. After you finish sweeping, you're going to go ahead, depending where you're at. If you're in the manicure area, then I don't even know where they're going to be at.
I think
because it used to be the bed.
When I talked to Emily, they were in there and they had a mirror, so it was kind of like the similar for the barbers.
Okay.
So because they still have those chairs, but I think they took them out for there's no models anymore.
Well, I know when I went for the barbers, there were still chairs.
Oh, so they were still there.
They were still there. So, I don't know. I know that every site is different because I think they told me that in Midland, they didn't have the chairs. So.
Usually what I have the students do for when they do it for me in class is that I have them sanitize everything. Even if they're not using the cubbies in the drawer, I have them sanitize it. I have them sanitize this, sanitize the chair with the EPA.
Yeah, it's a chair.
I do have them carry a little Windex like this small to clean the mirror, even though if just in case you're there in the station, there's a mirror, even though you don't cut hair, still clean it.
So the only thing I would suggest when it comes to the mirror, do not use EPA. Okay?
Windex.
EPA will make it streaked. And you are not going to have a very happy proctor. So what I have done with the hand sanitizer, this is why I don't do, this is EPA. So what I do, I would give you one that says hand sanitizer on there. I usually put a little bit of hand sanitizer, the rest is alcohol. And I found that it's a whole lot, it dries up on the hand better. But if you don't have Windex, spray it on your paper towel. Use it to clean your mirror. This way you make sure that you clean your mirror. So you got to make sure you clean the mirror, clean the chair, clean the station, depending where they put you at. Again, I don't know what they're doing with how they're preparing the estheticians for where to go, because like before they had beds and used to sit down and used to be able, so I don't know if they're going to have them stand up. So again, if there's any instructors out there that just had estheticians go, you know what? Maybe I think I know somebody who went. I will find out. I will inbox her.
Well, Emily's going tomorrow. I'm super excited for Emily. Emily, don't forget your steam towels.
Yes, and remember, Emily, to go ahead and make sure you put a little bit of eyeshadow, because that way when you wipe off, your cotton round, make sure that you can, that way when you wipe it off, you're not going to go, hey, look, there's makeup, but that way you yourself know that you wiped it off, and use a different cotton towel when it comes up to the lipstick. What else?
That's it. Just to get ready, relax tomorrow.
Your shoes, make sure they're closed shoes, not open toes, and dress professional. Ripped jeans, I wouldn't wear ripped jeans. You'd be surprised.
She can wear her scrubs too.
Yeah, you wear your scrubs.
You can wear your scrubs too when you go. Comfortable shoes. Remember to carry your ID when you go.
Yes. Make sure your ID matches your address, your current address.
Emily was the first one that I know that she took the test online.
For practical?
For the written.
Oh, I have a lot of students who's already done it in the written.
No, I had them usually go in there.
Yeah.
She took hers at 11:30 at night.
Huh?
She took hers at 11:30 at night.
That's good. Yeah, I took mine. I took mine.
Or like you went back to school?
I know, right? I went back to school. No, but I know a lot of them who have taken it online, at their home. The only thing is you got to make sure that if you're going to take a written test, make sure it's an area where you have good Wi-Fi and that nobody's in there. Now, I have heard some that have taken it online. They're practical, but I don't know them personally. But you got to make sure that if you do, make sure that you have brooms in there. So if it's allowed that you could do the esthetician one, which I don't know yet. I want to say that the one who did it was a barber. But you got to make sure that everything that you need is in that room, because you can leave. And so I would make sure that there's. So this is probably all we're going to do tonight. I'll get with Jessica.
She's cold.
Yeah, and plus, as you can tell, it's been
an hour and 48 minutes.
Oh, shoot. And the test is an hour and 55 minutes. And that's because we've been talking and joking around and everything. And
she kept forgetting things, so points off.
Yeah, sorry. But this is the kind of lives that I want to be able to do to bring to y'all. I am probably easygoing person. I gotta put this one in her place sometimes, but this is who I am. I've been passionate about doing this for a long time, and I want to be able to bring myself to your school and be able to do demos like this, and of course, sell our kits. I do tutoring online, so not only do I tutor for the practical, but I do tutor for the written. Right now, I do have a special for January. It's 25% off. So if you're an esthetician that needs both the tutoring for the written and the practical, it's regular $400. That includes the kit. Okay, that's regular. If you take it right now, it is actually $300, so $100 comes off. So I will link my. Do you have Windex? Where do you place it? Does it say in the box? Oh, you would set it up, Emily.
Yeah, please set it
the
up.
only thing is that, honestly, If you're going to get Windex, get the one that already has the manufacturer label on it. And let me tell you why. It is not part of the labels for your skateboard. It's, so be careful. That's why I stopped sending people with Windex. Because it's not on there. Before it was, or before on the bottom, it used to say what the locations had, like the broom and the clock and, and Windex. It used to say Windex. As of right before COVID, they no longer have Windex. So, and I guess it's because they didn't want people to grab them. Okay. But if you're going to get Windex, I would go ahead and suggest go find a small one that already has a label in it, but I would not label it. And that's why.
Well, you can always leave it in the container.
But then she's constantly going to have to go back into the container.
Only in the beginning and the end.
So where is she going to put it once? So for her to leave it in there for the end? Mm-hmm. So does she put it back in there when she's done with it?
Yeah.
Just wondering. I'm just kind of thinking out. I'm just thinking out loud.
Or stick it inside the hole.
So, but, it is part of the disinfection, but that's why I tend to have people just do the alcohol.
But then again, a lot of things in that PSI doesn't have stuff that they need. We should already know what we have to have. Yeah. Even though it's part of the thing, it's part of your sanitation, it's in the book in the Milady, you gotta clean your area, even though it says, we offer the sweet part of your cleanup and your setup, your ending and your pre-setup, it doesn't say the sweep.
Yeah, it doesn't say the sweep. So but that's something, it's common sense. So, that's the biggest thing. And I know that with all the schools I've been with, we've always make them Windex, the mirrors. Because you can't use EPA, but Windex is not considered a disinfectant, so that's probably why that they don't push the Windex. That's the only thing I can think of.
What we're supposed to use to clean the mirrors, not EPA.
No.
So Windex.
Can't use bleach neither. That's another EPA, but no, can't use that.
It seems like we're on a talk show.
If you like this talk show,
coming on live.
Come on live, yeah, from Poteet. But I think this is good. We can kind of go over.
Hold on, where's our coffee?
Oh, I know, right? Even though my son said, "Hey, that's why I need coffee." This one says coffee. This one says Kashara. If you want us to, talk about your shop, school, send us a coffee mug. Send us a coffee mug, and we'll put it right here. You want us to wear your shirt? Send us your shirt, and we'll give a shout out to your school.
Promote your business.
Yeah.
There you go.
And and I think everybody needs to kind of promote each other. There's enough schools for everybody, enough students for everybody. Shouldn't be putting people, we're here to help each other. And one thing I have to say, and I'm very, very, very grateful that the schools I've gone to so far have been treating us awesome. And, my goal is to, by the end of this year, I want to be able to, we've hit south, north, I have a school that I might go to in Houston. I haven't got a set date yet, but I have a past student that's an Eagle Pass to go to the casino, at El Paso. So I'm gonna see if she can get a hold of somebody over there. I have another student that's in Midland, so I gotta get back out with her to see if she can, get me out to go see some of the schools. But please pass that about our StateBoard kits. I try to keep a very open mind as far as everybody's schedule, and you don't find that in a lot of places. I know that I've had students who have bought kits online, and half of the kits, they're like, they're missing this and they're missing this, but I can't help them. So at least with mine, I do guarantee and I do help you all the way to make sure that you do pass. And who knows, maybe the end of the year, maybe
we should do a talk show about state board.
We should,
right?
let's do it.
Yeah, we talk
Let's
about
do it.
color. We can go live on TikTok. There you can get your live views.
Yes, and your 1,000. So we could probably start off with disinfection.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand
And since
disinfection.
there's no more instructors now, so size, yeah, that would work. Going live from you from today.
What days?
I don't know. I'm free on Sundays after 1.
I have to feed you?
I don't want to be in the cold.
So I have to feed you. But I love it out here.
Yeah, you're.
Maybe we'll come on Sundays. Maybe we could do. But some of the battles I have on Sundays. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If not, if I have a battle, then we'll probably do it on Saturday. I'll feed Jessica.
That's one way to do it. Yeah, I gotta watch what I'm eating now.
Whoa, keto all the way. So anyway, I think this is something that we're probably going to do. The next one we'll do is we'll probably do the barber one. I need to finish the Cosmo one. I have a student that's getting ready to go to her practical. So I've already talked to her, and I think we're going to probably do the facial and the eyelash and the waxing. And then do the haircut, the perm. The perm. No, the haircut, the perm, and the blow dry and the chemical service. So I already spoke to her, so we're gonna try to finish. Because every time I'm about to do one of the students, they're like, "Okay, miss, we'll do it," and then they go take their test, and then they don't want to help me again. Yeah, you know who you are.
Right.
But I'm glad that they do it. So
Kinda sure,
anyway.
cool.
I know.
We've been talking, like, I have Emily, she's got to take her test tomorrow.
Yes. So, Emily, if you want to reach out, to Miss Jessica, do it. If you have any questions, feel free. You can inbox me. I'll probably be up for a while. I got to do my lesson plan for my 8th graders. I haven't done it yet.
I have my newest esthetician students tomorrow.
So, and who knows, maybe in a year, maybe we'll open up something.
Who's we?
I don't know. If y'all want
She
to.
always does this. Always puts we. When she means we, she means me.
So I know that my goal is I want to be able to help out a lot of students that have not finished school for one reason or another. And let's do that for a talk show. That's another tequila talk show. Ooh. So anyway, I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I know it's a little different from what other YouTube people. Oh, this is Facebook. I'm gonna put it on YouTube though. What other that you've seen on YouTube, and I just want to be a little different than other people because I am my own person. And Jessica, well, she's her own person. Like I have to keep her in line.
Whatever.
So anyway, thank you everybody for joining us, and hopefully we can do the continuation of this. I just gotta get with Miss Jessica to see what day she's available, and so that way we can come. I don't know about outside. We probably do it inside my new little office. And
the salon.
Oh yeah, we could do it at the salon too.
It's warmer.
Okay,
I would heater and lots of lights.
Lots of lights. What does it say? Thank y'all so much. Have a good night. Good night, Emily.
Emily,
Good
good
luck. And like if you're anybody who I've already worked with, please, yeah, we gotta stay warm. Please share that we have helped you. Anyway, that's the one thing that I want to make sure I get a kick out of when I have a student who goes to skateboard and she's like, "Miss, I saw somebody with the same bag." And it was somebody who did purchase it from me, just through a different school. So it makes me feel good. But anyway, y'all have a good night, and hopefully we'll see y'all in a couple of days, so that way we can do probably, what did we say, the barber next?
Barber's next.
Yeah, we'll probably do the barber's next, then the Cosmo, try to finish up the Cosmo, and then the manicurist. If you are a student that needs help, again, inbox me in TikTok or here on Facebook or on Instagram. I forget what they have, the social medias I have. I have so many now.
I think I should do the live talk show.
Yes, we got you. Oh, you? You're not going to include me?
Yes, I'm going to be like, I'm inviting Melinda.
That is so wrong. Little does she know that I make the show.
All right, guys.
All right, we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
Just press N. Right there.
Where? Oh, and live. And